Let's go ahead and start. Find a comfortable position on your mat. Close your eyes. Start by scanning the body, releasing any tension, trying to relax the body, forehead, facial region, neck, shoulders and arms, abdominal region, legs. And then trying to keep the back straight as much as possible, spine neutral. Noticing the breath. Trying to make it more rhythmic. Using the breath to turn our attention inwards. Minimize any distractions, any thoughts. Do all practices with full awareness. Listening to the body and the breath as we go along, making any adjustments. Meeting ourselves where we are. And then let's chant 3 ohms. So with your eyes closed, join your hands at your heart center. Inhale. And then open your eyes. Plan for today will work be most lying down for the most part, working on the lower part of our body, doing some stretches, lying down on the mat, a couple of poses. We'll work on a boat pose today, and then a complementary pose, a back bend, bridge pose, Setu bandhasan. Before that, we'll start with the active pranayam practice today. It's called diaphragmatic breathing. We'll try 2 rounds, shorter first round as always, and then a slightly longer second round. So to prepare for that, let's do some stretches. Take your arms in front of you, and then stretch your arms open, lean back slightly. And then as you exhale, bend forward, bringing your arms together. Stretching your back as you bend forward. Few more rounds of this. Stretching the shoulders, the arms, the back. Try not to crunch your back when you bend forward. Keep the back straight. Bring your hands on the floor in front of you if you can. Let's do one more. And then come back into a seated pose. Make some shoulder rotations, so hands on your shoulders, elbows close together, and then turning your shoulders, opening up the shoulders, the chest region. Nice full rotation. And then let's go the other way, switch. One more, and then release and relax. So I'll quickly remind us of the practice. or go over it in case it's new to you. So this is an active inhalation exhalation practice. Generally makes us more alert, helps us become more alert. So let me quickly just demonstrate. So what we are going to do is we are going to use our arm movement to facilitate the active inhale exhale. Inhale and shoot the arms up. Exhale, bring them back to the side of your body. Don't overdo your arm shoulders, don't sprain them, but just the arm movement helps with the active inhale exhale. That's kind of what we are going for. So really trying to activate the diaphragmatic muscles, which are sort of right here, and then wrap around, working out with our respiratory system a little bit. Close your eyes and then just listen to your body, your breath. If you have any stomach cramps, any back pain, high blood pressure, that type of thing, might not feel great, so be careful. You can stop, of course, or you can slow down. Otherwise, let's just try to do one short round. When you're ready, hands by your side, and then let's try to do that active inhale exhale. Don't overdo it. Start slow. You can go at a pace that feels comfortable to you. Stop this round. Release your hands, palms, hands on your knees or thighs. Keep your eyes closed and just see how you feel. Notice your breath after you stop the practice. Hopefully, you don't feel any discomfort. If you do, you can skip the next round, do some other breathing practice, or stay with your eyes closed, whatever you prefer. Otherwise, let's try a slightly longer round with more focus, more awareness, and really feeling the movement of the diaphragm and the breathing muscles. Close your eyes. When you're ready, begin. I'll give you some time if you want to keep going. Otherwise, feel free to stop the practice. Release your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Take a few moments to observe. See how you feel. And then open your eyes. All right. Let's move on. Lie down on the mat. Do some additional stretches. And then work on the boat pose and the bridge pose. Lie down on your back. Feet close together. Hands by your side. We'll continue to stretch and massage the back a little bit. So two options: fold your knees and then either hands on your hamstrings to support your legs, or if you're able to, hug your knees, bring your thighs close to your stomach, close to your chest, wrap your hands around your ankles. If that's too much, again, extend your legs a little bit and hands on your hamstrings. And then we'll rock side to side to begin with. Turn to the right and then turn to the left. Be careful, don't jerk your back. Start slow, controlled movement, and then if you feel comfortable, you can pick up the pace a little bit. We don't need to go too fast, too rapid fire, just gently massaging the back, stretching side to side, rocking side to side, I should say. Let's do one more on each side. And then back into the center. Quick break. You can continue with your hands wrapped around your ankles or hands on your hamstrings supporting your legs. And then we're going to rock front to back now. So when you're ready, Come up slightly and then go back down. Be particularly careful when you go back down. Don't jerk your back. Control your movement. Only come up as much as you feel comfortable. If you're able to come up to almost seated, that would be great, but you don't have to. Just do what you feel comfortable doing. Idea is to massage the back. Work on the core a little bit. Keep going. One more. And then back down on the mat. Quick break. Legs stretched, legs straight, hands by your side. Shavasana. Catch your breath. Next loosening practice, we'll work towards bridge pose. When you're ready, feet together, hands by your side. Now bring your feet on the mat, soles of the feet on the mat. Feet about hip width apart. Palms facing down, elbows to your side. And then slowly raise your torso, your back off the mat, your glutes, your butt off the mat. And then slowly come back down. Keep going. You can tighten your core a little bit. So the head, shoulders, arms, feet on the mat, everything else raising slowly off the mat and then lowering it. Keep going for a few more rounds. Maybe trying to raise your torso a little bit higher with each round. One more if you're up to it. And then back down. Straighten both your legs. Quick break. Getting ready for the next practice, boat pose. Bring your feet together. Start with the half version, half pose, and then work on the full pose if you feel up to it. Even for the half pose, two options. One option is take both the legs off the mat, keeping the knees straight, keeping the legs straight, legs in the air at about 30 degrees, 45 degrees, whatever you feel comfortable. Tighten your quads, tighten your core. And you can just stay there, breathe, half pose. To make it a little bit easier, you can bend your knees slightly and hands on the hamstrings and support your legs that way. That's another option. Don't hold your breath. And then to get to the full pose, slowly bring the back of your head, your shoulders, your back off the mat, balancing your body on your sit bone, on your butt, like a V, like a boat. So legs off the mat, back, head off the mat. Legs can be straight, legs can be bent, supporting your hamstrings again if that feels easier. Breathe. Feel the activation in your core, your quads. And then as you exhale, let's release. Slowly lower yourself back to the mat and catch a breath. Hands by your side, legs pointing towards the outer edges of the mat. Breathe. Maybe feeling some lingering activation in the core, the legs. One more breath. And then bring your feet together again. Next pose, bridge pose, Setu bandhasan. Feet on the mat, soles of the feet on the mat, just like we did with the stretches. Feet about hip width apart. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, again raising your torso, your back off the mat, tightening your core, tightening your quads, your thigh muscles. And then staying there as a pose. And breathe. Try not to put too much pressure on your elbows. Don't press on your elbows or your palms. See if you want to try to take your hands off the mat. So you're using your core strength, strengthen your quads. Breathe. Couple of breaths if you're able to, otherwise lower yourself. And then let's all come out. As you exhale, body back on the mat, straighten both the legs, quick break, breathe, scan your body. And then let's do some relaxation before we move on. The rest of the practices. So bring your feet close together. Make fists with both your palms, hands by your sides. It's called instant relaxation technique, or sometimes called as progressive relaxation technique. So we successively and quickly tighten different parts of our body, different muscle groups, and then release all at once, noticing the contrast between the tightening and the relaxation. Close your eyes. Start by tightening the toes, the feet, tighten the ankles, the knee joints, quads, glutes. Tighten your fists, your arms, tighten your face, your neck, tighten the whole body. Tighten, tighten, and then release. Open your palms, toes pointing outwards. Keep your eyes closed. Notice your breath. Relaxing the body. And then let's come back into a seated pose when you're ready. Turn to either the right or the left side, taking the support of both your hands. Come back into a seated pose. All right. Let's move on. Get some water if you need to. I'll get some myself. Let's start with a cooling breathing practice, cooling pranayam, called Shitkari pranayam in Sanskrit. Practice is we fold our tongue upwards, rest the folded tongue between the top and the bottom rows of the teeth, creating a small cavity in the folded tongue, and then breathe through the mouth open, letting the air gush in, cooling the breathing passage. Then close the mouth and exhale through the nose. Close your eyes. We'll try 2 rounds. Get into a good seated posture again. Scanning your body, releasing any tension. And then trying to visualize the practice like I explained. Think about what you're trying to do. And then see how you feel. If you don't feel great with the cooling sensation, you can stop. Otherwise, good practice to try during the summer months to cool the body. So let's begin at your own pace. Fold your tongue upwards, resting the folded tongue between the top and the bottom rows of the teeth. Don't bite it, just gently resting it. Inhale with the mouth open. Close the mouth, exhale through the nose. I'll give you a couple more breaths and then stop so you can focus on your own practice. Inhale through the mouth open. Close the mouth, exhale through the nose. Notice how you feel as you go along. One more if you're still going, and let's stop this round. Keep your eyes closed for a few moments. Notice how you feel. Maybe you notice the cooling sensation, maybe you don't. eyes. One more round if you're up to it, maybe slightly longer, or any other breathing practice if this is not for you today. Fold your tongue upwards. Start by inhaling from the mouth. Close the mouth, exhale from the nose. Breathing can be just at a normal pace, doesn't have to be too fast or anything. One more if you're still going. Keep your eyes closed. Observe. And then open your eyes. All right. Do some chanting next. So we'll do ma chanting, 5 breaths each. So for the first set, 5 breaths, chanting, trying to breathe into our abdominal region on this for the first 5 breaths. Hands in what's called chin mudra. So index finger, thumb touching each other, making contact at the tip. Other 3 fingers open. Placing your hands on your knees or thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Trying to consciously breathe into the abdominal region and making the sound on the exhale. Begin when you're ready. Keep your eyes closed for a few moments after you're done. Maybe noticing subtle vibrations from the chant, from the sound. Can be a relaxing practice. And then open your eyes. Next 5 breaths, chanting, this time breathing into our chest region. So hands in what's called Chinmay Mudra. So thumb, index finger still making contact. Other 3 fingers curled, tips of the other 3 fingers making contact with the palm like a modified fist. And then close your eyes, trying to breathe into the chest region and chanting the sound on the exhale at your own pace. Release your palms, open your palms, keep your eyes closed when you're done. Just noticing. And then open your eyes. Next set, more chanting. So this time, hands with kind of fists. Adi Mudra. So thumb is folded, other four fingers flapped on top of it. This time, breathing into the top part of the body, the facial region, the shoulder region, and then making the mer sound on the exhale. So when you're ready, close your eyes. Open your palms when you're done. Keep your eyes closed. Notice how you feel. And then continuing to keep the eyes closed. Let's work towards closing the class. Doing some silent chanting for the next couple of minutes. So instead of chanting aloud, chanting silently in the mind. Following the breath in, and then chanting the ooh, and the mu sounds on the exhale silently. Using that as a way to focus the mind, minimize any distractions, any thoughts. Let's work towards closing the class. Bringing your awareness back to your body, feeling the weight of the body on the mat, parts of the body making contact with the mat, with the ground. More aware of the arms making contact with the knees or the thighs. Noticing the air on the skin, the face, arms. Any smells, sounds around us. Scanning the mind, see how the mind feels. Noticing the breath. And then let's close by chanting one Om. So with your eyes closed, join your hands. Inhale. Take your hands behind your back. Hold your right fist with your left hand, with your eyes closed. Lean back slightly. And then bend forward, bringing your forehead as close to the ground as you can. Arms, shoulders relaxed. Sense of gratitude. Grateful for everything we have. And then come back into a seated pose. Release your hands. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thanks for joining. Great rest of your day or evening.